If you go to the southern end of the Temple Mount, you'll see the Temple Mount excavations there in the Jerusalem Archaeological Park. And if you go there, you'll see, and you can see it on the left-hand side of your screen. We will find. Forgot the word. This is the trouble with it. Because I had a stroke. No, you will find these great storage tanks for water. And here's a close-up picture of them. And there are dozens of these all over Jerusalem, and dozens of those in just this one small area. Each one of them took hundreds of gallons of water. Water was not a problem. But in addition to that, they also had a whole load of what we call mikvot. Mikvot is a plural for the word mikvah, and a mikvah is a Jewish ritual purification bath. And they had mikvot. So remember that mikvot is plural, mikvah is singular. They had mikvot all over this area. I could show you dozens of them in just this one picture. They had mikvah, a mikvah that was just for one single person. They had mikvot that were for lots of people. This one here is about the size of a small swimming pool, and it was obviously a public mikvah. And you could see people would descend down the steps on one side and ascend up out of the water on the other side. The other thing that my clever lecturer told me was there just wouldn't have been enough time on the day of Pentecost to baptize 3,000 people. Again, I have to say, excuse me, do you know how Jewish people baptize people? We, as Christian pastors, will take hold of and put our arms around someone that's being baptized and hope we don't drop them once we put them under the water. We'll put them under the water and we'll bring them back up. That isn't the way that Jewish people have done this and still do it. I, as a pastor, would have just stood on the side of the ritual bath, and I would witness the person going down one side, going fully under the water, and then coming up on the other side. So we have been immersed into the death of Christ, and we rise to new life in him on the other side. But they don't actually dip them under themselves. They are actors of witnesses. And if you think about it, how many people were there on the day of Pentecost that were baptized in the Holy Spirit? 120. If you divide 3,000 people by 120, and then you think about the method that Jewish people use for purification baths, for immersion, what we call baptism today, you realize that you could actually baptize 3,000 people in that manner in just about half an hour to an hour. Now, today, it would take us a couple of days, or maybe a few days, to baptize 3,000 people because of the way that we do it. But that isn't the way it would have been done in the book of Acts. Just think about that, 3,000 people baptized in just under an hour. That's amazing because of the way they used to go through the ritual purification baths and the amount of facilities that were available in just this area. If you want to find out more about the day of Pentecost, why not join me next semester in the Apostolic Theological Seminary on a biblical archaeology course? I will leave a link in the description below.